Nicole Hansen here with the Youth Horticulture Education Program with the University of Nevada Extension, and today we're going to talk about the crown jewel of summer gardens, the tomato. We are at the San Miguel Community Garden today to check out their tomato area. I'm going to flip this camera around so you guys can see this beautiful garden as I walk, and its curator, Mo. Here we go. There's Mo. He runs the garden here at San Miguel. Look at this beautiful garden. Isn't this gorgeous? So before we talk tomatoes, let's look at this wonderful garden. It is just so beautiful.
Okay, there you go. That's really good.
All right, here we're coming up on their tomato bed. So San Miguel has quite a large bed of tomatoes. They have about 60 different plants in here. And I'm going to walk you around and show you the tomatoes, but I'm also going to talk to you about growing tomatoes in the desert. So you see their plants are doing pretty well. There's some that are a little dried out, and that's to be expected in the middle of summer here in the desert. So with tomatoes, there's two different kinds. There's determinate and indeterminate. Indeterminate are the vining tomatoes, and they do quite well here. We also have some determinate varieties that do quite well here. Here's a little shade cover. So what you see most of all in this tomato bed is smaller tomatoes, and that's key here for the garden. Here's some pear tomatoes. Those will be beautiful. Lots of small snack tomatoes. Those do really well here in the desert, and you also want to concentrate on varieties that are a little smaller. So if you're not so into the snack tomatoes, you can look at Early Girls, Romas, or Marzanos. Those are all sauce tomatoes, and they grow really well here as well. So you can grow tomatoes outdoors, you can grow tomatoes indoors. Mulch is important to retain that water, and tomatoes really prefer deep watering over light. Picking the right variety of tomato to grow here in the desert is key to success. So you want to pick smaller varieties. Snack tomatoes such as plum, cherry, pear tomatoes, they do really well. Sauce tomatoes like Marzanos or Romas do very good. Early Girls and plum tomatoes do well. The bigger the tomato, the more it struggles here in the desert. Tomatoes are best started inside in January to be planted outside after first frost. They should last you through fall, though they will struggle through the summer. If you can nurse them through the summer, then you will have a bumper crop in the fall. My boss, Dr. Angela O'Callahan, recently did a study on shade cloth for tomato, and it's found that 30% shade cloth works best for the summer months. Don't get discouraged if you have a hard time the first time you try tomatoes. There's a bit of an art to it here in the desert, but don't give up, because you will get these beautiful tomatoes to enjoy if you're persistent.